this is Anne. Welcome to Mystical Adventures, where we explore all things mystical, healing, creative, and inspiring. My producer is trying to get me to laugh and making silly jokes, and it worked because I'm laughing now on the inside. No, I laughed out loud as well. So thank you for that, Dave. Welcome to my show. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Mystical Adventures. Today, we are going to continue to explore strengthening our relationship with our body, making friends with our body. This is going to be part 2 of a talk I gave back at the end of March. I decided this topic it felt like this topic needed a part 2. So we're going to continue that discussion today and explore part 2 of making friends with your body, an important part of spirituality. And before we get into that, I want to mention quickly, don't miss next show. I'm having my friend and colleague, Ayurvedic practitioner, Lorraine Kannada, come on the show, and she's going to talk to us about Ayurveda and the doshas, which is really a system for healing your relationship with your body and healing your body. And I'm so looking forward to exploring that Ayurvedic paradigm for how to do that. So don't miss next show. Then in June, I'm having my friend Sylvia Gover come on. She's an educator and author in dream studies, and I can't wait for us to be blessed by her dream wisdom. You know, I love all things dreams. And speaking of dreams, just want to remind you, the next 6-week integrative dream work group is going to be starting May 6th. If you want to look at the description on my website for the previous group, it's on my website, creativepsychestudio.com, and everything is accurate in that description except for the dates and times have changed because that's an old one. But you can see a little description there, and I will update it, I promise. I'm excited to do this 6-week integrated dream group. It's going to be online, and we are going to be exploring dreams in a mind, body, spirit approach, integrative approach, looking at all these dimensions of dreams. So if you're interested, reach out to me, check it out on my website. I'm also going to throw something up on my Facebook page as well. I wanted to just share with you really quickly. Last time I did share with you the intuitive art portal with a feline star being coming out on the page. And I was visited and have been continued to be visited by these feline star beings. And I just wanted to share with you that I'm feeling that energy. I'm feeling that beautiful higher consciousness energy of these particular types of star beings. And they are available to everyone. And these different kinds of angels and ascended masters and star beings are always around us and available if we tune in and we set our intention to be open to these benevolent helpers, to these expanded forms of consciousness and beings to help us. And I feel they are helping us right now here on the earth with being courageous, making changes, starting new projects, increasing our confidence and our expressive abilities. And they're also associated with music. I feel like that all of those energies associated with that feline energy, feline star being energy, I've been feeling personally and in the collective. So I just wanted to share that with you. And I wonder if you feel them too. I wonder if you've had any dreams or experiences of this kind of energy. I would like to share the spirit helper for this week of April 13th, 2021. Every week I open myself to a spirit helper, some sort of benevolent, heart-centered being, ascended master, animal spirit, angel, that wants to offer me and you, my audience, guidance for the week ahead. So this week, I was meditating, and who came jumping into my meditation but kangaroo. So if I have any Aussies listening, my Aussie listeners, perhaps I'm earning some points with them. I know it's an important animal in Australia, and I believe it's on the Australian coat of arms. This beautiful animal did appear in my meditation, and it was obvious that she wanted to come out for this show and share her wisdom. Kangaroo, spirit animal, is associated with strength, stamina, leadership, decisiveness, nurturing, protection, grounding, and leaping forward. We may need a little bit of help and support to leap forward. Kangaroos are so amazing. Their bodies, speaking of bodies, their bodies are just amazingly created. They're designed for stamina. They're designed to be able to cover long distances and use their energy efficiently, even going without much water. They are marsupials, and Ted Andrews talks about how they can be symbols for birthing something before you're even ready to feel you're ready to start something, because the kangaroo gives birth to her little joeys. That's what the little baby kangaroos are called. And they finish developing in her pouch, the little babies. So unlike a human fetus that just stays in the womb for 9 months, the little joeys spend part of their development in the pouch. And so Andrews talks about this can be a symbol for you might need to start something even though you don't feel like it's ready, and you might need to nurture it as you develop it and grow it, and that might be the path that's best for you. Other folks talk about the kangaroo encourages you to leap forward even if you are unsure. Just go ahead and take a leap. Kangaroos can only move forward. They can only leap forward. They cannot leap backwards. So here is the message that I channeled from Kangaroo Spirit when I tuned in for guidance for this upcoming week, which, as I said, might have something to do with this. The energy of this week might have something to do with those qualities of kangaroo: strength, leadership, decisiveness, leaping forward. I am a free spirit. I come with rays of sunshine and spread cheer. I know when to go and when to stay. I know how to use my body in ways that allow me to procure that which I desire. I use my body to propel me towards my goals. Learn to use your energy properly, in balance with the earth and yourself. Understand that your relationship with this dimension of distance and space can be one of harmony, for the distances you traverse and the time you spend help you align with what is truly important and choose a direction that will lead you to what your heart wants to experience. Thank you, blessed kangaroo spirit animal, talking about stamina, learning how to use your body, learning how to appreciate your body, and be in harmony with this time-space continuum, be in harmony with this journey, and understand how to propel yourself towards your goals, how your body is a part of that. And so I want to ask you, my dear friend tuning in, speaking of your body, do you ever sometimes forget that you even have a body? Do you sometimes get so wrapped up in what you're doing? Perhaps you're just like a floating head, feeling disconnected from this physical experience. You don't even register some body cues for hunger or the need for sleep or even to use the bathroom. Do you sometimes find yourself devaluing your body? Well, this is something that many people experience in modern Western culture. And I believe that some of this has to do with a lot of our religious background and religious dogma, because there's a lot of old religious paradigms that have to do with seeing the physical, seeing the body as something evil, seeing the flesh as many an old religious writing has referred to it as something evil. And, perhaps this was helpful to our spiritual development a long time ago, because it's really important for us to understand as humans, or as spiritual beings having a human experience, that we are more than our bodies, that there is more to life than this physical dimension. And understanding that you are not your body is an important concept to get along the road to spiritual development and unfoldment. So I believe that for some people, this part of our religious heritage was helpful, but I also feel that it is pretty outdated and that most of us have moved past understanding that we are not our body and that we are more than our body. And so for you, if you feel this way, and if in your heart you align with the paradigm that you are more than your body, but that your body is also an important part of this experience, that there's a place for the physical, then it might be helpful to look at some of these old beliefs and look at letting some go and reprogramming them. There are certainly spiritual paths involving asceticism or denial, sacrifice of the physical, sensory deprivation, or things like fasting that are legitimate forms of spiritual development. And I certainly want to recognize that. For most people, however, we find that as we expand our consciousness, that our souls, our spirits are directing us to a path of integration, and that turning away from the physical and denying our body may be moving in the wrong direction. Again, I want to honor, anyone's spiritual path, and if that's your path, then I honor you. But I just want to encourage you to tune into what your path truly is spiritually. And if an extreme path of denial of the physical is not for you, there are other paths to spiritual development. And most people find that a paradigm that embraces the physical as an important aspect of this human experience, which is to be integrated in a balanced way with other aspects, other parts of our being, our mind and our creativity, our intuition, our emotions, our will, our imagination. All of these things are important functions or part of being human. The physical is one important part. So instead of, bypassing the physical, instead of disconnecting from it, we can often experience a healing, turning towards the physical and embracing what this body really is meant for. We're in a realm of duality and so-called limitation, and our body is really a part of that. Our body is giving us a finite experience that helps us experience reactions to actions in a much more dramatic way than if we were just in the spirit plane or in some other dimension that didn't have this particular time-space continuum and duality as part of its structure. So appreciating that having a body is part of what we signed up for. It's part of the human experience, and it's helping to teach us how to manage our energy, how to manage our time, how to take care of ourselves, and the lessons we learn from our senses and the lessons and the experiences that we gain from being able to see and touch and feel and hear. These are part of the human experience. So being able to appreciate what your body does for you can help to strengthen your relationship with your body. We can appreciate how a kangaroo's legs are incredibly crafted. They are actually designed to help the kangaroo have efficient use of energy. When it's hopping its long distances, it can jump to up to 11 feet high. And we can appreciate the majesty of this physical creation. Can we appreciate the majestic physical creation that is your body? Appreciate how your legs can carry you from one place to another, how your arms can experience hugging your loved one, how your eyes can afford you beautiful views of this earth. So name some of the things you appreciate specifically about your body, and this can help you heal your relationship with your body, heal those old, outdated paradigms that might be unhelpful and causing some obstacles to moving forward. And this can help increase your overall self-esteem. Paying attention to your body cues, paying attention to what it's telling you. Health is another way that sometimes we might experience an obstacle or a barrier to connecting with our body in a positive way. And one of the ways we can look at health issues that might come up, and I can relate if you're frustrated. I've been frustrated with health issues, and it's normal to be frustrated. But if we can look at, if there is an imbalance in the body, look at that as a teacher, that it's trying to help us understand how to better take care of ourselves, then it can help us strengthen our relationship with our body. There's certainly many factors to physical illness, including genetics, the environment, the context from which you come, also your thoughts, your emotions, your vibration. And one of the ways to understand if the emotional or mental imbalances have something to do with your physical imbalance or illness is to sit in meditation and literally imagine conversing with this body part, conversing with the physical illness or what feels out of balance, asking, why are you out of balance? What's the source of this disease? And wait for a response, and then also ask, how can I heal this? And open yourself, as you're in meditation and using your imagination to talk with your body, open yourself to however your body wants to communicate with you. It could be words, thoughts, images, feelings. And as you do this, it helps to strengthen your relationship with your body and make friends with your body, heal that connection you have so that you are taking care of your body and treating it like a sacred body temple. Sometimes our greatest path to healing, the most effective path to healing is modern Western medicine. Sometimes it's Eastern medicine or holistic approaches, energy medicine, healing our body with certain foods or herbs. Sometimes it is looking at those thought patterns and emotional patterns and changing them to increase our vitality and our health. So I want to encourage you to not ignore your body, but to embrace your body, appreciate your body, listen to your body, and take time to really notice what your body does for you. This is really appreciating spirit, the universe, God, because your body is part of this divine experience. And by appreciating this gift that you've been given, this physical gift, you're appreciating the wholeness of this spirit experience. We are at the point in the show where we get to take a caller, and we do have time for a caller. So I'm excited to connect with Kira in London. Hi, Kira. Can you hear me?
Hello, how are you?
Hello, Kira. No accent. I'm great. We're talking about our bodies today, making friends with our bodies. How do you feel your relationship is with your body?
I think I'm a bit tired and frail at the moment. I could do better, I
Yes.
guess.
So you could maybe put a little energy into, into healing that relationship, more vitality. Well,
yeah, definitely.
Sometimes even, setting our intention to increase our vitality can help get the wheels turning and help improve what we can help guide us to make those first changes. So, Kira, how can I help you tonight, my friend? Would you like a general reading? You have a specific question?
Yes, I would like a general reading, please.
Sure. There'll just be a moment of silence. I'm going to tune into your energy, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Well, as I tune into your energy, Kira, it's funny because I feel like you're sad and happy at the same time. And I feel this disconnection or this hesitation, like you want to express your happiness, but you feel like you're not able to in the environment you're in.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
Does that make sense?
Kind of. I've got a lot going on at the moment, so.
Okay. I feel like there's definitely a division in your energy, and it's hard to experience perhaps internally what's going on with you at the same time. And I feel like you're sort of compartmentalizing part of yourself, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But I feel like when I tune into your energy, Kira, I feel like you are very loyal, you are very ambitious and productive, and you like to get things done. And those are some of your strengths. So I just pulled a few cards for you, and And I do see that you're focused on some challenges right now, and you're a little frustrated that you're not getting as much done as you'd like to get done. You're feeling like you're sort of behind, and you're sort of behind schedule or behind what you have set for yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, definitely.
And the challenge that Spirit is presenting is that you can be a little bit hard on yourself, and that sometimes you're it would help if you're a little bit more adaptable, my friend, because I feel like you have a pretty rigid, definite plan for how you want to get things done. And this can be a really good thing. And I think this is part of your strength, is that you are really ambitious and you have that drive and that, organizational skill, the ability to organize yourself. But if you can kind of relax a little bit on the timing or how you think other people need to participate in the timing, I think it will help you move towards your goals more successfully, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I feel like you have a lot that you're wanting to accomplish at once, and it feels like there's some things that you're wanting to help other people with, there's some things that you're wanting to do personally, and it's hard to sort of organize it all. Does that make sense?
Yeah, somewhat.
What kind of things you said you have a lot going on. What feels like is overwhelming right now?
I've had a lot of tragedies, to be honest. A lot of illnesses and people passing away and moving away, and I've lost quite a lot of people in my life.
Mm-hmm. I didn't quite understand the first part of what you said. I'm sorry, Kira. Can you say that one more time? I heard moving away and losing people.
Yes, I've had a couple of people passing away or people moving away. So I've lost a lot of my connections, my personal connections, in the last 3 years.
I see. Yes. And are you frustrated with not being able to do something with that, like make more connections or move on from that? Or is there some kind of frustration with not feeling like you're productive in some way?
No, it's more like tragedies, like people dying and unexpected things happening. It feels like more of a misfortune, not something out of my control, almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the frustrating part, is it's not something I can control.
It's not. And, I'm wondering if part of what I'm picking up here is there's this need to process the endings and this need to grieve, and this, because, anytime we lose people, we need to come to terms with that in some way. And sometimes that takes a really long time, and it takes us a while to move forward. What's that?
I've had 3 major losses: my dad, my mum, and my son.
You've had 3 major losses in what?
It was my dad, my mum, and my son.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear it, Kira. That is
such a short space of time.
Just imagine. So rough. Are you giving yourself permission to grieve and to just experience the sadness and experience your feelings?
Probably not. I'm just going along day by day.
Yeah. And, that might be what I was picking up on when I said you're happy, but you're sad, but it's like you're not allowing yourself to experience certain feelings. You're holding yourself back. And I think, part of the grief process that's so important is allowing yourself to feel whatever we're feeling, and not just pushing ahead, and trying to keep a stiff upper lip, but being able to be sad or be happy or be confused or be angry, and to kind of, let ourselves go through those emotions. Sometimes it's the only way to heal it, Kira, is to allow ourselves to go through that pain. I did pull a card of healing for you in the final result, which is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups it's such a great card to pull for a situation like this, Kira. You know, it's about coming to terms with things, about healing, about an emotional, expressive, and expansive experience. Excuse me. It's about connecting with the spiritual, nurturing powers within you and around you. And I feel like, you know, one thing that might help, and I feel like you are moving towards healing here, but one thing that might help, Kira, is to spend some specifically time on yourself. Spend some time allowing yourself to express your feelings. That might mean connecting with a friend or a counselor or a spiritual teacher, but being able to actually express that more, and don't hold yourself back, but kind of, you know, sometimes we need to let ourselves come undone. And does that make sense?
Yeah, because I kind of feel like I'm kind of ignoring a lot of things because everything's happening so rapidly, one after the other. I'm just moving along and not really processing it.
Yeah.
And not really getting to terms with what's going on. Just ignoring it like it didn't happen. It's becoming overwhelming. I'm almost feeling a bit lonely as well in my own thoughts.
And I think that's really the message that's coming through, is you're wanting to be productive and move forward, but it's actually holding you back. So take time to nurture yourself and really let yourself turn towards those emotions. It can really help you to heal, my friend. Well, we are coming to the end of the show. We've just got a few seconds left. But Kira, I want to thank you so much for calling in, my dear. Have a beautiful, blessed week. And I want to thank you, callers and listeners and viewers, for tuning in. Have a beautiful, blessed week, and I will see you next show. Take care.